Hi everyone, Antoinette here and welcome to Decorating Anne's Place. Well, today I have a very big smile on my face. I'm so happy to present to you and to be hosting, along with some other great collaborators, the Alice in Wonderland Spring Tea Party. So I hate to be repetitive, but for my newer viewers and subscribers, I love anything that is tea. I love to go out for high tea, afternoon tea. I love to set a table for a tea party. And I love whimsical decor. And what is more whimsical than an Alice in Wonderland tea party? I had such a blast putting this together for you guys. It was a lot of fun. So this was an open invitation to any and all YouTube creators to participate and also do an Alice in Wonderland tea tablescape. Hosting along with me in this collaboration, I had to write them down, are Glamour Ellen, Grandma Sandy, DIY Designs by CCW, Styling with Stacy, Renters Love Luxury by N, Elegant Designs by B, Lovemybabies Forever, and Kreating with Ms. Kaye. There's a lot of us. This one is a lot of fun. What I'm going to do is link in my description box the playlist link so that you can click into it and watch all the videos that are part of this playlist and collaboration. And I'm also going to link the channels for my fellow hosts of this collaboration. I had a blast. This was so much fun. I'm going to walk you through step by step how I put this table together, and I really hope that you enjoy it. If you do, kindly give me a thumbs up. I always love your comments, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. And if you know someone who may possibly enjoy this video, please share this video with them. So I am now going to show you how I put this table together. I'm starting off this Alice in Wonderland tablescape with this perfect black and white Harlequin patterned runner, which I seem to be using quite a bit lately. It just so happens that it's perfect for several of the looks that I've done lately, and absolutely perfect for this particular tablescape. The center of my table will be made up of several different items, starting off with this really fantastic candle holder meant for a pillar candle, and it's got these beautiful gold diamonds, as you can see. It sort of has this, I'm going to call it a safari look, and I love this piece here. I think that's appropriate for our look, and I'm topping it off with, rather than a candle, a Rae Dunn teapot. Then I'm taking this box that has this great black and white Harlequin pattern matching our runner, and I'm putting it upside down, lid off, and I'm going to add a couple of pieces to that using this as a riser. Atop our box, I've placed this great teapot, another teapot, with these black diamond shapes on it against this brown. And then, of course, because Alice in Wonderland's tea party took place in a garden, we have a butterfly. I've placed a cake stand here. On that, I've added this adorable little creamer that has some cards there. I think that's a really good poker hand, if I'm not mistaken. And I found this little creamer on Facebook Marketplace, as I find a lot of things, because I can't do a whole lot of shopping during lockdown. So I've added that to my center. And in this collaboration, we did ask that everyone add something that is Alice or has Alice on it. So hang on tight to see this adorable little piece I found. Here's Alice. Isn't she lovely? She's sitting in the garden. The flowers look like they have faces, just like the story. And this is actually a Walt Disney piece. So this is how we're coming along so far. To our pretty garden tea party table, I've added pretty flowers from the garden. Okay, not really my garden, but I did add this fabulous looking garland with multicolored flowers. To finish off the center of our table, I've placed these Harlequin pattern candles right on top of these black and crystal candle holders. And I've done that on both sides of the table. And I think these give the table a nice classy look. At either end of the table here, I have placed down these turquoise placemats, and on top of those, red chargers. And you will see in just a bit why I chose these two colors. Now I've decided to use these dishes for the obvious reason that they are sort of outlined here with a Harlequin diamond pattern, which of course goes with the center of our table. But the middle of this dish obviously doesn't go with the theme, so I'll show you what I do to cover that up. I found this great Alice in Wonderland plate graphic online and printed it off on my home printer. Had I used a laser printer, it would have been a little clearer, but that's okay. I'm simply going to cut out two of them for my two head of the table place settings, which is nice and simple. I've placed the cutout right on top of our plate in the middle. And on top of that, I've added a clear salad plate. And who would be the wiser that our dinner plate was not appropriate or in keeping with our theme? I've done that on the other side. And as well, I've included a little cupcake holder. I've laid down some gold chargers. Classic white dishes. And then I added these really fabulous napkins that look like just a deck of cards thrown about. And on top of that, I've put clear salad plates. And then I added these little appetizer dishes and these really fabulous looking place card holders, which I got free from Facebook Marketplace, with the black and white. And that's how we look so far, but we still have to add our glasses. So here I've added my crystal wine glasses, and you can see that there's a diamond pattern on there, and all that is some washi tape and a little creativity. Now, can you believe I almost forgot to add our teacups? What would a tea party be without our teacups? So here we have 2 on this side, 2 on this other side, and of course they're all sort of mismatched and crazily placed, just like in the story. And when I take you over to the end here, not only have I added our glass here, but also a matching teacup to our little cupcake holder. And then a really cute teapot napkin ring with a white linen napkin. I've done the exact same thing here, except that our teacup and saucer are the reverse colors. And our very, very final piece is this chair that a dear friend of mine made me for Christmas. She had this chair in her basement and was going to get rid of it and decided to paint it up for me in this Harlequin pattern because she knew that this is what I was doing for Christmas. And so because it looks so perfect with our table, I decided to put this at the table head.